the Maranatha Baptist Bible College in Watertown, Wisconsin. Thank you again for joining us, everybody. Here's a rundown of the scoring in the first half of play in the basketball game. First of all, we remind you that Alaska leads 28-27 for Virginia. Sylvester Clay with 1 point, Ricky Smith with 4. Larry Turner has 6, Brian Edmonds with 8, and Ray Currents, their leading scorer. According to my records, unofficially, Currents has 10 points. For the Alaska team, John Laverty with 2, Vinaldo Butler, he spells that D-E-N-A-L-D-O, with 3. Alan Prevost has 4, and William Cunningham with 8. The big guy for Alaska, 6'5", 220 pound, Chris Bussey. An All-Alaska selection in Class 3 basketball this year, and an All-State selection for all the teams up there, including all classes. Chris has got 10 points. Clock ticking down now, about 5 seconds remaining before we're ready to get halftime underway. Coach Alvin Tallant having a final word with his team. We're going to start Turley, Smith, Currents, Edmonds, and Turner. For Alaska, they will start Bussey, Cunningham, Moore, Laverty, and Prevost. So the starting lineups for both teams in there, as they're going to go with the toughest people that they can. And taking a look out at the floor, well, we've got, checking on Turley, he is a senior. We've got 10 seniors out there on the floor. And what more could any coach ask for than to be able to, both coaches be able to field 5 seniors to play against the opposite team in a national championship basketball game. 10 seniors on the floor right now, and they certainly deserve to be there, every one of them. Waiting now for some of the fans to get in as the fans crowd the court here very closely, and the officials are waiting for them to sit. They finally do, and we're ready to go. Virginia will inbound the basketball to start the second half. This is Turley signaling the play. He wants play number 3 for his Commonwealth team. Over on the right-hand wing now to Edmonds. Turner inside, off the glass hard, but Turner is not going to miss a shot by that much, and I think there's been a foul called which caused him to pop the ball off the glass like that. We got Alan Prevost called on the foul. So the smallest guy on the court gets in there and battles with the big trees, but he draws the foul. So the first team foul in the second half for Prevost, unofficially for him. That's also his first foul. Larry Turner at the line. Tie ball game now as Turner ties it up with his free throw. 28-28. Turner with an opportunity to put Virginia in the lead for the first time in a long time, and he does. 29-28, Virginia lead. Now, they have switched it, as we told you. Virginia is the home team, and Alaska had been listed as the home team, but that was the controversy at the beginning of the game. Alaska is the visitor. Here's Prevost now on the left-hand wing. Over to Cunningham on the right wing. Long pass across the court. Cunningham inside Laverty. One dribble. Fake back out to Moore. Traveling called on John. Well, the Virginia bench and the fans here picked that one up before the officials did. So it turns back over to Commonwealth Christian School of Richmond, Virginia. Here's Turley now. Prevost on him. Over on the right side to Edmonds, back to Currents. Currents driving into the key, dishes off to Turner, a little jump shot off the side of the glass, and it's a 3-point Virginia lead, 31-28. Alaska now with their work cut out for them. They've got to come back. Prevost inside, Bussey, couple of fakes off the glass. Bussey puts it down. He's got 12 points, and it's 31-30 Virginia lead. Turley very slowly coming across the midcourt line, points into Turner. Now Turner gets the ball from Edmonds. Jump shot from top of the key. Turner's shot rattles, won't go. Smith follows, gets hammered. No foul. And Edmonds follows and puts it back down. Brian Edmonds on the shot. Another 3-point, 33-30 Virginia lead. Cunningham now with a scoop pass over to Prevost. To Ross Moore. Inside, John Laverty. Turnaround jumper, won't go. Bussey up for the rebound. Smith takes it right away from him. Prevost goes down. All kinds of bodies hitting the floor. No fouls called. And Virginia with the basketball again. This is Turley. He normally plays on the point. Pointing now down toward the floor in front of Turner. Turley will take the shot from way outside. Downtown, Shane Turley. His first 2 points of the game, he hit it from about 22 feet. Randy Dunton wants a timeout for ACS. We'll take a quick 30-second break here, and we'll be back in just 1 minute with the balance of the third quarter. And we are back with both stations now for the balance of third quarter action. Sure, we'll probably have at least a timeout, or at least 2 possibly prior or after this, but at least we've got 5 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And suddenly Virginia has come out on fire in the second half. And they have taken it to Anchorage Christian School. They have outscored them by 6 here in the third quarter. They now lead 35-30 after going into the half with a 1-point deficit. Alan Prevost now to William Cunningham on the left side. Prevost jump shot from the key. Very short. Ricky Smith with a rebound. And here comes Virginia again. Prevost shot a lot of arch, but just didn't quite get to the bucket. Turley now on the right-hand side to Edmonds. Turley, long bomb from outside, tipped off by Bussey and controlled by Edmonds. Turley again now wants to take the shot, but can't get it away. Flips over to Currents on the left-hand wing. Inside, Ricky Smith, jumper off the back of the rim. A lot of contact inside. I think they got Turner as he knocked Cunningham down. They did, as we wait for the call to make sure, but they did call Larry Turner with a foul. So that's 3 for Larry in the basketball game. Now here comes Sylvester Clay, and he's pointing at Larry Turner, so Turner's going to come out. Coach Alvin Tallant wants to have a talk with him. So Turner will get a little bit of a rest. Clay is in there now replacing him, as we mentioned. Bussey working against Clay. Or Clay against Bussey, as it were now, with ACS from Alaska on the offense. Here's Vinaldo Butler on the right wing, drives into the key. Clay high in the air, try to block it, can't get the shot. And Butler makes it go down for him. And it's 35-32, Virginia lead. Coach Randy Dunton up now off the bench, gesturing to his players on the call for defense. This is Turley with the basketball to Edmonds, right side of the key. Back outside to Turley. Turley making contact with John Laverty, almost loses the basketball back over and back, but he saves it in time. Sylvester Clay, turnaround jumper. And you can tell by the roar of the crowd that we don't have to tell you he hit it. Might explain a little bit for your TV viewers also that this game is being taken out on a couple of radio stations, so we're over-calling a little bit for television. We hope you'll forgive us for that, just to make sure that radio is completely aware of what's happening. This is William Cunningham and Vinaldo Butler now, just playing catch for Alaska. On the left side now, Cunningham takes it to the right to Moore, to Bussey. Bussey looking for some help, back to Moore. Now Butler at top of the key. Laverty with the basketball now on the left wing. To Cunningham, he'll take the long shot, short off the front of the rim. Cunningham gets his rebound, flips it to Bussey. Cunningham on the follow, can't get it again. And it's going to come away to Virginia's play. Well, the Anchorage Christian School Lions with every opportunity to put the ball down as Randy Dunton just rolls his eyes up toward the sky. The bench restraint rule is certainly not being applied in this basketball game as both Dunton and Tallant up on their feet. Now as the pass tries to go, or they try to get the pass inside, Cunningham steals and gets hammered and gets knocked down but falls out of bounds. And so as he fell out of bounds, it will be awarded to Virginia. Here's Clay with the basketball inside the paint. His shot no good. Rebound comes right back to him and he puts it in. Sylvester Clay with the rebound and the follow. 39-32 as Virginia starts to chip away. 7-point lead for them now. Here's Cunningham as he loses the ball inside. Clay and Cunningham dive for the ball. Laverty, can he get it? Moore can't save it. And finally we get the call. It's going to be out of bounds as Moore had his leg on the baseline as he tried to save the basketball. And Randy Dunton wants a timeout. So we'll take a quick 30-second break here for WGGM. We'll be back in just 1 minute right after this. And we are back for more action. 2 minutes and 54 seconds remain in the third quarter. The basketball game was almost all Alaska in the first half. The tide has turned. And Virginia has now built a 7-point lead as they have outscored Alaska by 8 here in the third quarter. We've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining as Turley crosses the center line for Virginia with a basketball. Edmonds now dribbling to the top of the key to Currents. He'll drive in, can't get by Ross Moore, and we've got a violation called on Virginia. 3 seconds on Sylvester Clay as he camped in the lane again, and Sylvester is irritated with himself. Here's Cunningham across the timeline for Alaska, looking for a little help, gets it into Laverty at the far corner. Butler on a beautiful fake as he fakes out his man, but followed and put back down in. And it's now at 39-34. Virginia lead. Ross Moore almost stealing from Turner, and now they get Ronaldo Butler on the foul as he tried to tip it away. Ronaldo picks up his third foul unofficially, and it's Virginia basketball on the far sideline. Ray Currents flips it into Edmonds. Edmonds dribbling to the right-hand side of the key, down into Clay. One dribble to the baseline, off the glass. Cunningham with a rebound for Anchorage. Cunningham behind the back dribble. Currents just all over him. Now to Butler. They've got to get it across the line. They finally do in time. Butler dribbling to the left side over to Laverty at the baseline. Laverty won't take the shot all the way up to the top to Moore. To Butler, he'll take it from the baseline shot. No good on the right-hand side. He had to shoot it up over big Sylvester Clay, and here comes Virginia. Turley now on the right side to Edmonds. Edmonds top of the key, back outside to Currents. Currents driving to the baseline on the right. Back to Edmonds. Edmonds jump shot blocked by Laverty. Taken in there by Cunningham. Flips it down to Butler. Here comes ACS on the break. Butler, big block in there by Ricky Smith. But they're going to say that Smith caught him with a body, and he's going to get the foul. What a block by Ricky Smith. Let's see how it goes. Number 22, indeed, that is Ricky. Well, according to my records, unofficially, that's Smith's first foul. And Ronaldo Butler will be at the foul line with an opportunity to cut the Virginia lead to 4 if he can make this shot. It is now 35-39 as Butler hits it. Butler, of course, this is a 2-shot shooting foul. Butler still waiting for the basketball from the official. Now he's got it. Couple of dribbles. Ball is in the air and in and out. Ricky Smith with a rebound for Virginia. 39-35, the score remains. Turley, Butler on him. Across the timeline now. Over to Currents on the left side. Currents dribbles to the top of the key. Now slightly to the right. Back over to Turley on the left wing. Turley looking inside for help. Can't find it. Into Sylvester Clay. Clay, turnaround, jumper, line drive off the rim. Moore and Currents battling for the basketball. Currents controls. Currents dribbles the ball back out now to the top of the key. Moore on him like a fly on a windshield at 60 miles an hour. Turnaround move by Turley. Gets away from Butler. Inside to Clay. Jump shot. Rolls. Goes. Sylvester Clay with 7 points. And it's 41-35. William Cunningham to Laverty down on the left-hand baseline, far in the corner. Back out to the top of the key to Butler. Over to Cunningham inside. Bussey, one dribble, gets it stripped away. Picks the ball back up. Jump shot up. Off the side of the rim. Smith with a rebound. Smith stepped out of bounds. They didn't see him. Here comes the play by Edmonds. He puts up a little shot. Can't get it. Smith stepped out of bounds and cast the ball down the court. They didn't see his foot. It's a break for Virginia, but the quarter is over. And at the end of the quarter, we've got the score. Virginia 41 and Alaska 35. Well, we enjoy the cheerleaders from Commonwealth Christian School in Richmond, Virginia. And thank you again, everyone down there listening on WGGM, as we certainly appreciate your turning us in, and we extend an Alaskan hello, as we are from Alaska. And of course, I'm sure you can tell I'm trying to make it sound as impartial as I can. Sometimes it's a little hard. I have to answer to some people back home. So I hope you understand that. About ready to go here with the basketball game again. Cunningham will inbound to start the fourth quarter for Anchorage. Inside to Moore, flips it to Butler. Over to John Laverty now in the right-hand wing to Chris Bussey. Baseline shot by Bussey. He got fouled. Chris deep on the baseline, tried to reach around, flip it up. And the foul is called on number 21, Larry Turner. So Larry picks up his fourth personal, and that could be bad news for Virginia. And here comes Sylvester, and he says, Larry, take a seat. I'll take care of this. I have a feeling Sylvester probably can, too. Here is the Chris Bussey at the foul line. His shot in the air and just short of the rim. That draws a cheer from the Virginia crowd. Bussey's not been to the foul line. He's an excellent foul shooter. Has won a couple of foul shooting contests this year in tournaments up in Alaska. And this time he hits it as he gets the roll. So it's 41-36, a 5-point Virginia lead, and here come the Eagles. Edmonds down to the baseline, flips it back to Sylvester Clay. Whistle before the shot. All right, what do we got? It's going to be a foul on Alaska. Number 34, John Laverty on the block. So Laverty picks up personal number 2 in the basketball game. Virginia now inbound. Ricky Smith will take the shot, way short. Smith with his own rebound, flips it into Clay. A couple of bodies hit the floor, traveling on Sylvester. Well, Sylvester, you can't pack your suitcase and take the ball with you. Now Randy Denton wants Tony Mattingly in the basketball game. He's going to report in for John Laverty. So Tony Mattingly, only a freshman up in Alaska. And Mom and Dad Mattingly up there, you boys in the game, he's going to get a chance to say he played in the national championship. I have a feeling he may play in a couple more before he's done. Mattingly takes the shot and hits it from the baseline. Tony Mattingly, an 18-footer, and he buries it. Oh, my. Turley now as ACS puts on the full court pressure, and I think Randy Dunton sent him in the game and told him to throw it up. Here's Turley with a shot, no good. Tipped back up and missed by Turner. Sylvester Clay follows and puts it in. Mattingly, an excellent shot, one of the best shots on the Alaska team. And I think Randy just sent him in there and told him, Tony, just bury a couple for me. Here's Tony again on the right baseline. They're on him now. They're not going to. He's going to take another one from there, and he's going to hit it off the back of the rim. And down with the rebound comes Smith. Just a little bit long for Tony. Mattingly out now to pick up Turley. Here's Edmonds on the right-hand side. Drive into the key. Shot up. Rolls good. 45-38. 7-point lead for Virginia. They just will not give up. They are a tough basketball team. ACS equally as tough from Alaska. But they're having a little bit of problem staying with Virginia right now. They can put it together and come back quickly, so look out. Butler on the drive, and he makes the little free throw, and that's exactly how you do it. And that's how they've been doing it all year. The 3A state champions from Alaska, Anchorage Christian School. Here's Turley now in the left-hand wing. His shot way short. Taken by Cunningham. Here's the wide-open breakaway to Ross Moore. He gets the little layup. 45-40 as Ross Moore gets fouled on the play. Let's see who they got. Turner's out of there, so it's not him. They got they're saying number 5, and that's Currents. That would be unofficially 2 on Ray. Moore's shot goes. And that's the first field goal of the afternoon for Ross Moore, and that is very unusual, as Ross Moore has hit as many as 25 to 30 points in several games this year. He is an excellent three-point shooter, but of course here we don't have the three-point rule, as they don't use it in this area, so it's not in the tournament because some of the teams don't use it. Ross Moore's free throw is good, and it's 45-43. As I said, Alaska can come back, and they're back to within 2. Both of these teams, explosive ball clubs that can just explode on you and score 8 or 10 unanswered points. Either one of them capable of doing it. Now the out-of-bounds pass is going to come in to Ricky Smith. Laverty tips it away, controlled by Chris Bussey, and here comes Alaska with an opportunity to tie it. Bussey wants to get rid of the ball quick. He gets it over to Cunningham. Cunningham, top of the key. In and out, no good. Rossmore tries to save, but Edmonds gets away with the basketball. Here comes Currents for Virginia. What a bad break for Alaska as Cunningham had that shot buried, and it just bounced in and out. Ricky Smith over on the right-hand side of Turner. He's back in the game now. Turner's going to have to be careful. He's got 4. Turner on the right-hand wing. Over to Edmonds, top of the key, drive to the key, whistle, and a blocking call on Ross Moore. Bonus situation for Alaska. Virginia is not in it. They'll just get the ball out of bounds. Unless they change it, I don't believe they will. All right, Virginia will have the basketball out of bounds. As they have not, or Alaska has not committed 5 fouls in the half, Virginia has. So Alaska is in the bonus situation, Virginia is not. Here's the inbound pass, Larry Turner now on the right wing. 4 minutes and 59 seconds, call it 5 minutes remaining in the basketball game. Randy Dunton up off the bench again, pointing and gesturing to his team. Ricky Smith inside, turnaround jumper, buries it. Ricky Smith with 6 points, and it's 47-43, back to a 4-point Virginia lead. Well, this is a basketball game in which there will be no loser. They have both played much too well all season. Somebody will score more points than the other, but there will not be a loser in this game. Now we get a scrap for the basketball in under the basket, and I think Chris Bussey got fouled. No, he did not. It's just Alaska basketball inside. Ross Moore wants to take the shot from the baseline, flips it back out to Butler. Laverty to Cunningham at the baseline, and he buries one. William Cunningham with his first 2 points in the second half, and he had 8 in the first. Most of them from the free throw line, with 6 foul shots. Pass inside, trying to get it into Clay, is tipped away by Butler. So the possession will remain with Virginia. And now we got a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Alvin Tallant of the Virginia bench. He wants to have a talk with his players. Alvin is serious down there. He's got his coat off. So we're going to take a 30-second break here, and we'll be back in just a minute, right after this word. All right, now again, Coach Alvin Tallant huddling with his players. Coach Randy Dunton huddling with the Anchorage Christian School players from Alaska. Both teams very intently listening to what their coaches have to say, as they know that this is a crucial game. It is nobody's game right now. Absolutely almost dead even. Virginia leads it by 2, 47-45. Both teams now in the bonus situation. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to play. Inbound pass comes in from Virginia. Turner turns around, buries the ball, and he got fouled. So Turner's shot will count. And the foul is against Alaska. 49-45. Now a 4-point lead. Turner trying to make it 5. Alaska in this championship game last year lost by 1 point. So they are playing in it for their second consecutive year. Turner can't hit the foul shot, but inside, the little guy battling with the big trees in there, Turley comes away with a rebound. 4-point lead for Virginia. They've got the ball. Top of the key to Larry Turner. Turner looking around for some help. Got to get rid of the ball quick. Finally does. Over to Currents. He flips it down to Edmonds at the baseline. Back out to Currents to Turley. Turley right-hand side of the key. Currents now with the ball looking for help again. Gets it to Turley. Virginia in the slow-down game a little bit. No hurry to shoot the basketball. They're just going to make ACS from Alaska come out and get them. They want to run off every tick on that clock that they can. Now down to 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the game. Turner, Alaska's going to have to foul pretty soon, try to get the ball back. The inside, Ricky Smith, stolen by John Laverty. Laverty just reached in and stripped it right out of Smith's hand. Here's Alaska with an opportunity to draw back to within 2. Ross Moore, left-handed shot, in and out, no good. Rebound comes off to Laverty. His shot back up, but he got fouled. And they're pointing at, I think they're pointing at Edmonds in there. It's going to be, they're pointing, well, it's Currents, number 5, blocking foul, 1 and 1. So it will not be a 2-shot shooting foul. Laverty at the line with a 1-and-1 situation. That means if he makes the first one, he will get another shot. If he misses, the ball is in play. Laverty's first shot, in and out. Saved and taken by Virginia. Here they come with the basketball. Edmonds down the right-hand sideline. Ross Moore reaches in, tips it away, but it's controlled by Ricky Smith. Back to Turner. Turner saves to Edmonds. Almost lost it out of bounds. Here's Smith trying to decoy Vinaldo, but it didn't work. Butler now with the basketball in the left wing out to Cunningham on the top of the key. Will he take the shot? Yes. Blocked away by Edmonds right into the hands of Currents. And Edmonds just says, all right, William, take that. Turner down to Ricky Smith on the right-hand side. Back to Turner. Turner now top of the key, trying to, Butler trying to steal. Curley will take the shot, and Ross Moore goes way up in the air for the board. Here's Butler, a long pass down court from Moore, tries to take it to the hoop, flings it up over his head, almost made the shot. And we've got a foul called, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 shooting situation for Vinaldo Butler of Alaska. Foul is on Turley. So Turley, according to our records, unofficially picks up foul number 2 on the personal side. And here's Vinaldo trying to make it 49-46. If he can make the first one, he can close it to within 2, but he's got to make the first one in order to get the second. 1-and-1 situation. Vinaldo Butler for Alaska at the foul line. First shot up and off the side of the rim. Ricky Smith with a rebound for Virginia. Turley wants a timeout, so we'll take a quick break here for 30 seconds for WGGM, and we'll be back in exactly 30 seconds right after this. And we'd like to remind everybody again that we will be keeping it here after the game. I don't know how mobile we're going to be able to be. We've got a microphone down on the floor. I will try to get off the broadcast stand and get down to the floor if I can get my way through the crowd. And we'll just kind of keep you posted on that as we'll try to get some pregame interviews. We've got another microphone down there hooked up to the PA system in which we will be able to bring you the awards presentation as well. So we won't have to strain to hear it. We can just turn it in and you'll hear it just like you're hearing us right now as they present the awards. And I'll also try to get a hold of a couple of players from the winning team or a coach and talk with them. So we are back to action. Virginia with the basketball. This is Turley on the right side, down to Turner. Inside, Ricky Smith goes for the hoop. Chris Bussey blocks it away. Smith can't get the shot to go down, and we've got a foul called on Edmonds. And he's not happy. He gets a blocking foul for Edmonds unofficially. That's foul number 2 on the personal side, and Vinaldo Butler again to the foul line. And again, Vinaldo in the same position he was the last time. He's got the opportunity now to bring ACS back to within 3 if he can make the first one. But he's got to have the head or the front end of this 1-and-1 situation, and this time he does. Butler will be awarded another shot. 49-46, trying to close it back to within 2 for a 2-point Virginia lead. In and out, no good. Rebound to Edmonds. So Virginia to Turley, back to Currents, and he'll bring it down to Edmonds across the baseline on the left side. Edmonds now to Currents. Back to Edmonds on the left-hand wing. Larry Turner in the ball game. He's playing with 4 fouls. William Cunningham all over Edmonds. To Currents, and again, Virginia just in that slow-down game, and Cunningham takes the foul. He's got to take it to send him to the line. There's less than a minute remaining as William takes that foul. I'd like to also recognize William Cunningham, Ross Moore, Chris Bussey, John Laverty, and also along with the ACS team, Darren Tooley and Alan Prevost. They are all graduating seniors. They're playing in their last game for Anchorage Christian School in their uniform. As you can hear from the background, Brian Edmonds made his free throw, and it's 50-46. Now make it 51-46. As Virginia has a 5-point lead with less than a minute to play. Here comes Cunningham with a basketball for Alaska. They've got to get a shot up quick. Bussey inside. Butler, he'll take it and hit it. Right on the baseline, Vinaldo Butler. 3-point Virginia lead now, 51-48. Full court press by Alaska. 40 seconds remaining. Turley over to Currents. Back down to Edmonds, and Cunningham goes into the crowd. Digs himself out quick. Down to Turner at the baseline. They're just going to take it out and try to run out the clock. Down to 30 seconds now. 3-point Virginia lead. Alaska's got a foul. They finally do, as Cunningham runs into Currents and picks up the foul. So Currents will go to the foul line. 22 seconds remaining, and the Virginia crowd down to our right whooping it up. They sense that they've got the win. That remains to be seen, as there's still 22 seconds remaining in the game, and anything can happen. Now Coach Tallant, Alvin Tallant, wants a talk with Turley. He says a couple of words to him, and it's very, very clear that the bench restraint rule is not being applied in this championship game for either coach, and that's fine too, as long as they don't hit one with it and ignore the other. Both coaches up and down pacing the sidelines, and the officials are just ignoring them. Currents' shot is no good, but, Turner got the rebound. It got tipped away by Ross Moore. And I thought for a minute that Turner had lost it out of bounds, but he didn't. It'll be Virginia basketball. Inbounding Ray Currents. That ran 3 seconds off the clock, now 19. Inside to Turner on the left-hand wing. Turner dribbling to the top. Back up to Turley, now 15 seconds. Turley finally fouled on a 1-and-1 by Butler. An intelligent foul by Vinaldo, as he did not commit the intentional 2-shot foul. It's going to be a 1-and-1, so Turley will go to the line. He'll have to make it. ACS from Alaska can get back into the ball game if Turley misses and they get the ball down court on the fast break, make the bucket and get fouled and sink the free throw. That's the only way to get back in right now, as they trail it by 3. No 3-point shot here. Well, I have a feeling we'd see Ross Moore or William Cunningham popping one up from out there. But they can't get back in it that way. Turley's first shot good. Turley only has 3 points in this ball game. That was his third, and what a time to get it, as Coach Alvin Tallant is celebrating with the Virginia fans down on the sidelines. Turley's next shot in the air, and good, and that should probably wrap it up for Virginia. Let's see what happens. 12 seconds now, 10. Down Cunningham all the way to the bucket. Left-handed layup won't go. Cunningham follows, can't get it again, tips it up again. Butler follows and hits it. Now let's see what happens. Did we have a timeout prior to that? Well, we've got a timeout in the ball game at least. The score is still 53-50. Timeout was called. And the score now with 2 seconds on the clock, 53-50 in favor of Virginia, so obviously they did not count that bucket. So we will take another quick 30-second break, and we'll be back with 2 seconds to play. All right, back to action now. 2 seconds remaining on the clock. Virginia's basketball. They'll just throw it all the way in the court. Let the time run out. Smith stands there, holds it. That's the ball game. All right, Virginia wins it 53-50 over Anchorage Christian School from Alaska.
With the team awards, and the first plaque that we'd like to present is to our consolation champion. Of course, not everyone can win, but I always appreciate the character of the young men that lose the first day and they come back and they fight real hard for 5th place in the American Association of Christian Schools National Tournament. And this year, that honor goes to a team that has been here in this tournament 4 times now. Not sure if that's a record, but it's close to it. And so we're glad to honor Arlington Baptist School from Baltimore, Maryland, our consolation champion in 1986.
Baltimore gets the consolation champion.
All right, then In fourth place, this year, of course, just a few inches and a few seconds from third place, about as close as you can get. Little Rock Christian School from Little Rock, Arkansas.
All right. Little Rock Christian School in fourth place in this basketball tournament. And a nice hand from the crowd for the young men from Arkansas. They won their first one. They lost
third place,
two, but they were close.
The winners of that real close third place game. And guys, you didn't quit. You're rewarded. Calvary Baptist Academy of Normal, Illinois.
Excuse me. My mistake. It was the fifth place trophy that was awarded first. Now this is Normal, Illinois, Calvary Baptist School. And of course, Mr. Carlson with a soft spot in his heart for them, as he was once the former pastor there. So I know that he is very, very proud of these young men and their coach, and certainly everyone should be, especially those back in Normal, Illinois.
Right here. And then coming back again this year, and coming right all the way up to the top game, but once again taking back to the great state of Alaska, the second place award, Anchorage Christian School from Anchorage, Alaska.
All right, here are the AACS Lions as they are awarded their second place trophy, and a standing ovation from the entire crowd, including the Virginia bench for Alaska. Well, Darren Turley, John Mojo, Kirk Henry, John Lavity, Ross Moore, Alan Trebo, Chris Bussey, Ronaldo Butler, Tony Mattingly, Ron Hoffman, William Cunningham, and Kyle Fine-Peter. AACS. And of course, we certainly want to mention.
And then coming
Mr. Carlson
to the championship award, we just had to go and fetch part of it. Each year to the champion in our tournament, we present two awards. One is a banner that becomes the permanent possession of the school, can hang in the gymnasium or in the foyer or somewhere in the school, or maybe the pastor wants it right in front of the pulpit. I don't know. But and then also we have this beautiful traveling trophy. Now, fellas, you get that for 1 year unless you earn it again. And this year, real proud of this school. This school, the name of this school and the current organization is kind of unusual because this is their first year. Now, actually, their history goes back a little further through the Open Door Baptist Church there in Richmond. But our champions this year, known for the first time as Commonwealth Christian School of Richmond, Virginia.
All right, there you have it. Coach Alvin Talent heads out onto the floor to accept his championship banner and trophy. The players Sylvester Clay, Ray Turner, Adam Dean, John Delahanty, Brian Edmonds, Shane Turley, Larry Turner, T.B. Love, Ricky Smith, Greg Martin, Jim Talent, and Al Burton. All part of this national championship basketball team, and of course coached by Alvin Talent. And he holds the trophy high in the air. Now we want to remind you now, we're going to stay with it for the all-tournament team, but you stay with us because we're going to be talking with Sylvester Clay in just 1 minute as soon as we can get him. He's already been up here tugging on my coat saying, I've got to get on the radio. So we're going to talk to Sylvester.
Okay, if we can,
as soon as we can get him.
Get a couple of ones quick here. And then we'll give you a chance after we're completed here. You can get some more, if you will. Come on. Thank you.
Now, I promised Sylvester last night we'd talk to him, so as soon as we can get him here. And he's headed on his way up.
All right, now for the all-tournament
we'll
team.
Talk with him after the all-tournament
you
team.
can guesstimate that the balloting was so close, and several of the coaches indicated that they wanted their most valuable player award to be kind of dependent upon the outcome of this game. We got them back together again. But here then is our all-tournament team for 1986. First, from Little Rock Christian School, Brian Maxwell.
All right, here's Brian Maxwell from Little Rock accepting his award.
From Commonwealth Christian School, Brian Edmonds.
Brian Edmonds.
Great job. From Anchorage Christian School, Chris Bussey.
Chris Bussey.
Calvary Baptist Academy in Normal, David Lober.
You're well deserving for Lober. Here's David.
From Commonwealth Christian School in Richmond, Shane Turley.
Shane Turley. What a great ball game yesterday. Turley is one of the reasons why Commonwealth was in this championship game. And a very deserving award for Shane.
Bible Baptist Ottumwa, Iowa, Dave Tucker.
Good selection. Here comes Big Dave, the tallest man here. As we mentioned before, we've got Sylvester Clay here. We're going to talk with him just as soon as the awards are over. Big Dave Tucker had an awesome game
Little Rock Christian School,
points.
Michael Payne.
Michael Payne, elevator man, the man that can jump out of the gymnasium from Little Rock, Arkansas.
From Arlington Baptist, Tim Bender.
Another great choice. Timmy with a tough day the first day, as he had an opportunity to win the game for his team. Couldn't make a couple of free throws, but my, what a performance he has put on in this tournament. And so far, my selections are all here.
Calvary Baptist Academy, Rundy Foster.
Rundy Foster, another one. Yeah, they kept that Calvary Baptist from Illinois in this tournament, and a well-deserving award for Rundy Foster.
From Anchorage Christian, William Cunningham.
William Cunningham. Had to be William. As we had said before, 52 points in the first two. He scored 62 points in the tournament. And if Cunningham, if ACS had won, we would have him favored for the MVP. Let's see who the MVP is going to be.
And for our MVP this year, I know in one of the games he got 21 rebounds. Not sure what all the statistics were, but from Commonwealth Christian School, Larry Turner.
All right. It had to be Larry. It just had to be Larry. He was teaming on the boards, defensively, offensively, and really made the Commonwealth Christian team go so well. And he was hampered a little bit.
Okay, while we're getting a few pictures there, we'll mention that we do have one more award that we saved for last because it has a special significance in a tournament like this, and that's our Sportsmanship Award. I will say this year, I think that all of the teams showed qualities which would make them worthy of the Sportsmanship Award. And I'm not sure that any team did anything that I'm aware of that would disqualify them. But I think there's some special things. You might even say that Sportsmanship Award kind of becomes a heart award. But I do think that this all-tournament team and each one of the young men, that they all showed excellent sportsmanship. And, of course, that's the kind of testimony that we ought to have in a tournament like this. But it's great that year by year, we've been able to see the spiritual impact of this tournament grow. We've been able to see young men who've evidenced that already in their life they've learned character, discipline, dedication, and have a testimony to Christ. So this year we would like to present the 1986 Sportsmanship Award to New Testament Christian School from Norton, Massachusetts.
All right, so there you have it. New Testament Christian School of Norton, Massachusetts gets the Sportsmanship Award, and they will all come out onto the floor to receive their trophy. And we will reach over here and turn down the volume for Mr. Carlson, and we will reach over and we'll turn up the volume for Sylvester Clay. And as we promised, we will talk with him for a little bit. And Sylvester, first of all, let me congratulate you on a wonderful basketball game. Congratulations on being the national champion.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Now, let me ask you a couple of questions. First of all, did Coach Tallant have anything in particular to say to you about this Anchorage Christian School team at all? Was there any particular game plan that you guys were going for?
Yes, sir. We realized that, this Anchorage Ball Club, they had been out here before, and, they knew a little bit more about being in the championship game than we did, and we really didn't know what to expect. But he told us from the beginning that we had to come out and play hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, it certainly proved itself in the game as, of course, Alaska took a 1-point lead into the halftime. It looked for a minute as though it was going to be a very tight game, and indeed, it was one of the better basketball games in this tournament, of course. Sylvester Grant, you're graduating now Sylvester Clay, excuse me. I've got a Sylvester Grant back in Anchorage that plays basketball. I was afraid I was going to slip on that one. Sylvester Clay, you're graduating this year. What about your plans for the future?
Well, sir, I've got a full scholarship going down to Carson Newman College as a student assistant.
All right, now I've got to ask you a question. Do you play football?
No, sir.
You don't play football? The football coach has got to be dying. Is he over there every night beating on your door wanting to recruit you?
Well, every time when I go down there, he always talks to me and telling me that I need to be out there for
I think you do need
practice.
I think you do need to be out there with the sides that you've got. But regardless of that, Sylvester, I'm going to let you get back to your teammates. I know that you want to join them and join in the celebration. And congratulations again, and thanks so much for coming up to join us.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Sylvester Clay from Commonwealth School in Richmond, Virginia. And Mr. Carlson has a couple of more words to say here. Let's see if we can tune him in and see what he's got to tell us.
And you'll set them up as goals in your life. There's nothing that we'd like to see better than more young men coming out of this tournament to be preachers, Christian leaders, Christian coaches, teachers in our Christian schools, and just doing a job for God. Really, that's what it's all about. We'll forget the scores. We'll maybe even forget who won. But we will not forget the lessons that we learned. That's why we're here. We also appreciate Maranatha. Dr. Cederholm, the Chancellor, and Dr. Winiger, the President, are gone right now because they're off serving the Lord with 2 different choirs. Well, we appreciate them and all of the leadership here in the athletic department. And I trust those of you who've been here have found a real blessing, and that when you go home, you'll share with others the blessing that God has given you to be able to have the privilege to be here.